Virgo, how you doing? So we're here to do your weekly reading. So I've changed a few things around. So I'm now going to stick with monthlies and then just weeklies. So the week will commence pretty much the moment you watch this with the first card that comes out. It won't represent a week. The energy will just continue on until I do the next reading for you. Okay? So it's a timeless reading, but generally from when also you find it. If you are interested, it is actually the 7th of January 2020. Okay, but you can also follow the cards to all of your towards the end, all of your readings that will take you hopefully to the latest one that I do if you just find the channel. Okay, so let's have a look. Virgo, hope you're okay, Virgo. Let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Give me a reading, please, with the reading for messages from Virgo, because I always do continue on with the timeline and the story. You see, if the timeline and the story relates to you, then it really does. So Virgo, show me Virgo. Thank you. Okay, so the time commences now. The time is now to form equality, balance. Some of you have just been offered something new. Okay, so this is having to go for work. It's having to try and find time also for your partner. I think you're trying to find time or divides, looking into division. Also, the division bell, Pink Floyd, but the division. There's some kind of division. Some of you could work for a delicatessen or a shop also, or a care assistant. If you're looking for work, or you are, I would more than say that you work for clientele of public that come and go. There's a lot of coming and going is what I'm picking up. A lot of coming and going. I think that you're just busy. I think that if you are looking for a job, then in the public field, I'm picking up public field, fields, something to do with fields. There you go. So, united. Some of you are with your partner. This would be the person that you're with, and you are discussing something to do with also family, of how we can, if this is not family, then this would be working, how you can work with your partner more efficiently. So if your partner and you are both busy at this time, then you're together, but you are trying to make time to work with one another, to go out on a date, or just to have a break from work, but also just relax. Okay. A lot of you, this is talks that you might be in with family, of going to visit your partner's family and having time and spend it with them also. So there might be, because there's something that's being toasted as well. You might be into eating toast. My girlfriend's just a bit toast, but toasting something, to like saying cheers. I think also, like I said, if you're with your partner, I think that you're both just busy at work, but you are trying to organise a date. Okay, so you've got two, and then the world. So there's a sit down. It's this like sit down or come and visit. So this is meeting the parents and also meeting the person that you're with. So for couples, if you're with your partner, then 6, 7, 8. So sixes are all about family as well. Okay, so you could have a life path number 6 or a healing year number 6, but it's like you can't pick your family, you can't pick the people that you meet, but you definitely can't choose your blood relatives. So it's something to do with relatives, or something, or theory of relativity. Something's relating to you through your family as well. 8. Work, but also spiritual, like work, spiritual work. Some of you are looking into doing spiritual work, okay, because this is bound. Some of you are bound by this. Now, this used to be my 3 witches card, right? But you're bound by something. Bound. Or it's coming on leaps and bounds is what I heard. Wow. So you've got Judgment and the Page of Cups. So someone new is definitely going to come back into your life. This could be a friend here, a friend, or someone that you just meet off the street. But this will definitely be person within your soul group family, okay, that's going to come back into your life. Now, if this is a loving relationship, it'll be the loving relationship partner. But a lot of people, they focus and think, hey, that's going to be the soulmate they're going to return. This can be a friend or a mother or father or a child or a person is going to come back into your life, okay? So you might not know who that is, meaning like you probably know them, but you won't believe that it's them because there's belief here. There's some kind of belief where friends are changing their beliefs. It's like, I've changed. Someone's going to tell you that they've changed or changing their mind. But to do with travel as well, meaning that there's going to be a lot of travel for you and your partner, but there is someone here that's changing. This is also a woman's cycle is very present here as well. So that would be the parent of you being the child. There's something changing. I keep picking up someone's changing their mind. Some of you work for change, like you work at a, what do you call it, a cleaner. You're a cleaner working for change or something. Or a tax office. This is also a tax. Being taxed for something, looking into taxes. Or a taxi company, sorry, yeah, for driving. Taxi. So this is favours that someone's doing. This is a favour for someone that's just going to do you a favour. So your partner might be doing you favours, which is a lot of travel that's going to be involved, like running you around, or you're running them around. Okay? But something's going around and around also that's being said on the internet, that someone might be witnessing things on the internet and it's going around and around and around on the internet, okay? Some of you, this is a business and this is on the internet, and what you're interested in is running a business on the internet and it's going around and around and around and it's spreading. There's something here that's spreading news, like someone's publicly saying something or doing something, and it's being put out publicly to whoever that you can earn money from as well. And this would be a fair exchange that comes your way within this period, okay, work-wise. But there's also something that someone is witnessing on the internet about a friend here. So if you've got a friend from the past, okay, they will enter into your life if you own a shop here, a shop, or you work at a shop. This person is more than likely going to walk into the shop and it would be a friend, okay? For a lot of you, wherever you work, this person's going to come back into your life and you're going to see them again. And it's either someone that you really know or you know too well, meaning I know you too well, but there might be a glance that someone's just going to, you might talk to them or you might not. The page thinks about talking. It doesn't specifically talk, that's a knight. So they're either going to talk or they're not going to talk. Someone wants to talk, but someone possibly doesn't, but it's definitely someone's going to say, do you want to go out and have a drink here? Do you want to go out and have a drink? Now, that's either going to be a love interest for some of you, or it will physically be a friend from the past that's going to ask you if you want to go out and have a drink and a dinner, to have dinner as well. Okay? So a lot of you, that's going to play out differently to whoever this person is. I wouldn't relate it to a star sign. They could well have water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. Okay? Now, if that's a friend, that's probably the same applies. If you are in relationships, then I think that a lot of you are going through a cycle of change. Spiritually, you have a lot of things to learn together because you are connecting well through something of common value and common interest that you are learning spiritually, as well as what you would learn through this 3, which this 3 for some of you, I keep hearing witch 3. I don't know why witches, so I don't know if people are related to that. But for some of you, this is the soul group. So all your friends are going to be very present at work here with you. Your friends are also, one is going to appear back into your life from the past, and you will either have a momentary lapse of reason. So someone wants to reason with you, but you will have a momentary lapse. Someone could have lapsed. Drinking is now what I'm picking up. If you're picking up with a Cancerian, they definitely come out, had a lot of addiction in their thing. So I'm hearing lapse. Someone lapsed drinking or is thinking of lapsing. Again, meaning someone's trying to become clear and clean, but you might lapse. So if you're trying to give up a habit, okay, habitat, I'm also picking up habitat, but also habit. If you have a habit of smoking or drinking, then that is going to possibly be where you are really going to have to remain strong to not, because this is either a yes or no question, and it could come around that some of you could lapse. So if you're really trying to stop something, that energy can be around you of temptation. So I'm also now hearing being tempted to speak. But this 3 of what I was getting on before, 3 witches, but 3 here is family. Okay, so karmically you can never choose your family. You are designated them as a soul of learning. Okay, so family is definitely important to you, or there is cycles of something that still needs to be learnt within the family. So whatever you have going on with your family, there's going to be a lot more interaction that's going to be happening. Okay, there will also be a lot of traveling that your family could well be coming to stay and visit with you, or you're going to stay with them, one or the other. Okay, what else do I see? I think this 3 it's a good card at the moment, but I don't think a lot of you. Okay, so if a lot of you are really struggling with a relationship and that you are single, there's a good chance that you can really meet someone. But everybody will always say judgment. Yeah, the soulmate's gonna come back into your life. If they don't, okay, if you're interested in someone and they don't, and there was a possible third party. If they don't, and you reach out to them, however that is, that can even be looking at them, they're checking out their profile on the internet, checking their name, just checking something, or even possibly thinking this energy can still come through. But this would be pretty much you communicating with them. Okay, so if you communicate with them and you have a weak moment, because I'm picking up strong and weak. Okay, I did pick that up for a Cancerian reading. I don't know why. But strong and weak. I'm picking up weak. Something by week. Weekly. Welcome to the weeklies, Virgo. But peaking, because I'm picking up someone's peaking, like tweaking, is to do with an addiction here. I'm picking up it's an addiction, a pattern that someone has. Because this could be an illness as well. They're also getting to say confliction of judgment is still an illness, okay, because it's either life or death. And if it relates to a Cancerian reading, their channeled messages was life, death or prison, okay. So this can be the doctor's appointment of something that you might have to go to, because there could be, this is either gain or loss, and you can never tell. So for some of you, this can be a pregnancy. They're now getting me to say that you could well be pregnant as soon as you've got to be very careful, ladies and men. But this is a woman's cycle, and the moment that you come off your period, possibly, there's a good chance that you could well get pregnant, okay, and that would be the pregnancy. But for some of you, I'm really hoping that this is not, but this can also be the loss of also a family member or child or someone, okay, but that's only if you know that. Okay, because I am picking up determined to find something out, but that's also just echoing of detecting something of an illness that is around you. Okay, so if you feel ill through this period of time, you might be detecting that there could either be something wrong with the subconscious, but there could also be something wrong because this would be that you're having to take medicine. So you might also be making sure that you go to the doctors to get the pill. So, okay, for a lot of, obviously, the women, okay, so if you don't want to get pregnant, make sure that you don't forget your doctor's appointment. So this is someone that's going to give you medication. So it's really coming through as the Cancerian reading now, that there's some kind of medicine that someone has to take, or they're researching. It can be a compulsive disorder, because I'm hearing a disorder. What do they call that? OCD? Yeah, a compulsive disorder. Because this can be cleanly, right? Someone could have an OCD of cleanliness because this is clear path. So they now get me to look at that there's an OCD around cleanliness around someone. This is trying to clear things up karmically and your energy as well. I think a lot of you are probably burning candles and scents and all that kind of stuff too. They're getting me to look at, but also something's trying to be cleared up karmically with you, with a friend as well here, where there is an opportunity for an apology that could come in from someone. So like I said, if you apologise to someone, it would be you. If you don't receive that apology and they give it you, then you know, okay? But there will be an apology from someone, possibly a child to a mother or a child to a friend. So I've got 16:16 on the clock. Sorry, I just looked up to see how long I've been going for. Continue on this reading, please, for Virgo. Continue on this timeline for Virgo, please. Continue on this timeline for Virgo. So don't forget, this is the moment that you watch this reading. It will start from here. There is no end to a timeline. I just continue on, and then that will start to manifest until you watch the next reading that will be for Virgo, okay? So, wow, so you are facing a lot of judgment. Facing a lot of judgment. You've got two endings here and two endings here. So there is, like I said, there is something that's definitely being wrapped up karmically, definitely, okay? This is an illness as well, because someone could be possibly taken away in a stretcher. Now, that might not be a physical passing away, but this can be a hospital appointment. Like I said, this can be someone that works for the hospital, or you have a doctor's or hospital appointment, okay? And this might be you researching that, and then there could be an illness where someone then has to go to the doctor's or to the hospital, okay? Because I'm seeing someone being put in the back of a van. So you either work as a van driver or something as well, now they're saying, where you work for the public, for children, or for the public, okay? Or for a carer, and you might be a care assistant, but you also drive. Because I'm picking up some people being put in the back of a van, okay? Because they're getting me to say van, or the name van, or a tan. What? Tan? A suntan. Something to do with the tan. I'm not sure what those messages. Sorry, I have to move on. Lan or something. Laney. The name Laney or Lanny or something to do with that, or Nanny. Oh, Nanny. Sorry. Wow, it got through. A nanny. Some of you are going to be a nanny. This would be yeah. Sorry. So this is someone that's going to be possibly pregnant. It could be your child, and you'll be a nanny. So one of your children, if you're watching, might become pregnant and you will become a grandma, okay? Some of you, this is a grandma, a grandmother. You will become a grandmother, or you are a grandmother. Because I'm picking up nanny. Now, some of you are an actual nanny, okay? Or you work for elderly people. Or you want a job as in a nursing home. Some of you might be looking into nurseries for someone, like a nursing home for an elderly person. You might be looking into a nursing home. Now, you either one, work at a nursing home, or two, you are looking into a nursing home for one of your soul family people, soul person. Okay, so then you've got two tens. So there's a lot trying to be wrapped up karmically as well for you guys. Because this can be exhausted at work. but at the end of the day, I'm still hanging on to something. So someone still has a belief, because two people here are still holding some kind of resentment of holding on to something, meaning I'm still holding on to the energy karmically, meaning that the past person is still in your mind, but that can be a friend or anybody. Someone's still holding on. So I'm picking up as well for this person, because I'm hearing, well, sorry, if you've got an elderly person, they're still holding on. Like, if there's an illness in the family of loss, but please don't freak out, because this is only really going to be if you know, okay? But if there is like an elderly person, because I'm hearing this sound of like beep, beep, like a machine, okay? Sorry, but people do come here for messages, and I have to give out the ones that are here. And this will only be for a few. But I'm picking up that the person, if they are on a machine, I'm sorry, this is so strange me having to say this, but if they are, they're still holding on. They're still holding on. But a lot of you, this is your clientele of people that you work for at a Kneel by Mouth situation at work here, that you work for Kneel by Mouth, and the people are still holding on, and these are clients, okay? Because they keep telling me to focus on the sword and the wand, which is someone still holding on, okay? Someone's still holding on to a friend here. Now that's either that you're still holding on to some kind of resentment, because karmically you still feel it, your karma. You can never get rid of it, because you will still feel it as a memory. So what they're saying to me here is, through this card, that someone's still holding on to something here of energy that's where it's quite fresh and new, where it's not really been, I would say within a month or two that it's happened, and that it's still in your energy, so it's still in your thoughts of this person that can be a friend or partner on the internet that you're watching do something, okay? And you might witness them that they are possibly going to be, I don't know why I heard ill, or moving, like, or moved, or something ended in their life. You might see that this person could end up being single. I don't know why. But that's the person that you might witness that. Because I keep picking up that there's a witness to something. Somebody witnessed something also. Sorry, I'm coming off that timeline because that's a bit distracting, whether it's right or wrong. Somebody witnessed something, if it was right or if it was wrong, meaning like it's a bit of disbelief, meaning, is that right or is that wrong? I don't really know. Like there's a bit of unsurety around these messages that they're saying. It's like there's a witness to something and you don't know if that's right or if it's wrong. Or if they did wrong. Someone feels like they've done wrong, but they haven't done anything wrong. It's just spiritually of what you will feel for your soul family. You will go through periodic parts that make you feel, well, was I to blame or was you to blame? When really no one's to blame, because you cannot ever pick the people that you meet. They are picked for you. That's your soul group family of lessons. Exactly the same as family. Family. Still the same. Family, it's more difficult, but still friends and people, you still feel that karmically because you can't pick them. Okay? So someone feels like they were picked on something, where they're being picked on a lot. So, wow, we went on for nearly half an hour, so we're going to go over to Patron, guys. We are just going to continue on with the timeline, and then I will clarify everything, okay? So if the messages really hit home to you, you can hopefully help me, which is also just supporting the Patron. For Patron, it also supports me, it enables me to keep doing it for you guys as well. But you can find every reading over on the link below to Patreon. You can also reach out for a personal reading if you want me to focus on anything. You have to tell me what kind of reading you would like, and I can focus it on that, okay? But you can reach out from the link below. You can also follow me on any of the links, which are to Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, loads of different things. But you can follow those, and also Lucid Dream Tarot Music. I'm trying to find some time, because I've got some new equipment now and I'm just learning to use it. So I'm really excited to do that. So I've got a lot going on, Virgo, but I hope that you guys are okay. Thanks so much for watching. Please give me a like, share and comment. I really would appreciate it. It helps out with the channel also. And I'll hopefully see you on Patreon. Thanks, Virgo. See you soon.